Hey everybody, Trent here. It's 9:09 Mountain Time here in Tumbler Ridge, and I am just wanted to update you guys on a couple little newsy things, and yeah. So the big news on the day is that the list of victims have been released. I've put it on the website. But if you haven't seen it, hang on, I'm going to pop it up. Uh, have I mentioned that I've been working on trying to be a little bit more professional doing this, but I haven't quite nailed that yet. Uh, Sorry, I'm looking back. I just posted it. All right, there we go. So yeah, I'm sure everybody in town knows this, but I just thought I'd sort of read through the list of names. Um, the as far as I understand it, the first two people killed were Jennifer Jacobs and son Emmett Jacob. They were killed at the home on Fellers, and then at the school, educational assistant Shanda, uh, and I don't know the pronunciation, sorry again, print, Shananda Avagana Durand was there. Ezekiel Schofield, Abel Mwansa, Kylie Smith, Zoe Benoit, Tikaria Lampert. And that's the list of the people who were shot. The last four on that list were all 12 years old. Ezekiel was 13. Ezekiel was one of those kids who I took photographs for hockey. So I didn't have much chance to talk to him. He was a fairly shy person, at least any time that I had the opportunity to interact with him. But again, these are kids that I know. These are kids that I've shot. Abel, I didn't talk to him much either, but he was always at events that I was taking pictures of, library reading club, um, uh, just I can't think of any others off the top of my head, but I saw him around a lot. So yeah, this is the other names. I can't say that I recognize them, but that's sort of the way it goes. Yeah, I'm not going to say that. So I am hoping to dedicate a big section of the paper to the victims. If anybody out there did know them and wants to submit something to the paper or talk to me about them so that I can write something more about them, feel free to. I know that the RCMP has released a statement, and we're not trying to. I don't want to in any way, sort of have anybody think that I'm trying to be pushy, that I'm trying to dig for information. But I have in the past when Aaron died and when other members of the community have passed away before. I've done these sections where I let people write in and tell the community about who the people were. It might be too fresh right now. I don't know. But I'm just sort of tossing that out there just to, in case anybody wants to speak to this, any of the coaches or Oh yeah, that's where I saw Bella a lot, was soccer. Um, yeah, so coaches or friends or, you know, again, no pressure. I don't want to force the issue, but at the same time, I want this community to remember these people. So, um, that was the first thing I wanted to talk to. I've been posting a whole bunch of stuff onto the Ridgelines Facebook page, uh, ranging from notes of support to photos from Ontario, the flags being flown at half mast in remembrance of the people who were slain here, to a story from Naomi, who's been such a godsend in helping out, writing stuff out of Chetwynd. She wrote a story for me about Kanuma. For those who haven't read the story yet, which I just posted, or who didn't know, Kanuma, when they, soon as they heard that the shooting happened, they said, we're shutting down operations at the mine. We want people to be able to be at home and be with their families. So um, that was a remarkable thing, and I think Naomi did a great job writing about it. Um, let's see. Tomorrow there's a vigil. Not tonight. Tomorrow. I know I said tonight on my live stream earlier. Then I made a post apologizing for saying that. In my defense, I thought today was actually tomorrow, I'm not actually kidding on that. I just kind of went, oh, the vigil's on Friday. That's tonight. Um, I haven't. I've been a little. Yeah, you know, if you've been watching these, you know how I've been. Um, here's I'm gonna not take off my hat as reporter and put on my hat as the um, president of the Tumbler Ridge Youth Services Society, um, and talk for a moment about the teen center. Um, as the president of the teen center, I know how important it is for kids to be able to get together and talk to each other and hang out with one another, and the teen center is a important part of that. Um, and Dawn Wagner, who's our coordinator there, is also an important part of that. Uh, and she would love to have the teen center open so that kids could come in and just hang out and talk to one another and talk to her. Unfortunately, she's in the hospital in Dawson Creek. Nothing serious, we hope. She's been complaining about feeling sick with the flu or with something like that. So she was sort of trying to fight through it, and it just kept getting worse. So she's at the hospital until tomorrow. At the minimum, she should be released and back in town. When the teen center opens, we will let you know. And if we decide to do anything sort of over and above the normal teen center being open, we'll do that. But I'll keep everybody posted on that one. Um, there's so much more to talk about. I mentioned the vigil, yes, but I failed to mention that Mark Carney and Pierre Poilievre will both be there as a show of solidarity and support of the town. Um, there's talk that some of the other leaders might be coming, as well as some of the other uh, members of parliament and government officials, but I haven't seen a complete list of that. Um, so those are the things that I wanted to mention tonight. Oh, so there's a note from Erica uh, asking, what is there to do for activities for your youth in your town? Okay, so is that sort of right now after the shooting, or is this just in general? A lot of the kids love hockey. Unfortunately, some of the people who have been shot, um, and thank you. Sorry, my wife's offering things. Some of the kids who have been shot are hockey players. I'm looking to talk to somebody from the minor hockey association to find out if hockey, or when hockey will resume for players in Tumbler Ridge. Um, yeah, I know Maya especially is a key player, and I don't know that uh, people are ready to get back on the ice just yet. Um, in general, so there's sports like in winter hockey, soccer in summer. Um, there's lots of hiking, outdoors activities. There is the teen center, which I was talking about. There's a pool in the community center. There's the library, which has books, but it also has other activities for the kids to use, especially computers where they can go and if just kind of walking past the computers is any indication, go there and play Roblox for a few hours. Um, yeah, so there are sports teams at the school. Um, so if they want to play basketball or volleyball or things like that, they're sports teams. There's no football teams. It's a small town, and like I say, there's a lot of kids who just like getting outdoors. I took pictures of a grad a couple years back who was loved going fishing. So I took a picture of him in his grad outfit fishing. Um, so it's a great place to be if you love outdoor activity. If you love going to the mall and hanging out and um, being, going to the movie theaters and that sort of stuff. Not so much. This is an outdoors town, so um, there is the kids who are looking for that life often find it a frustrating place to live. Um, but for the ones that love outdoors and or even just hanging with their friends, that's kind of a common thing to do. There's a tennis. Oh, sorry. There's a tennis court, outdoor basketball that's lit for at night. So if kids want to go out there and play basketball till you know midnight, 1 in the morning, the basketball court's lit up. There is a skate park that kids who are into skating can go, and there is actually a pump track and a new bike trails that have been developed by the Tumbler Ridge Mountain Bike Association, which I'm also on, which was one of the. I was talking on to Ian Hanmansing about some of the volunteer hats I wear, and I forgot them. Sorry. The Mountain Bike Association. There's some kids who just love going out. There's a jump park, and they just like they can ride. Like I'm shocked at how well they can ride. I've got some great pictures of a couple of the older teens out there doing the trails. Um, so for soccer, there's kind of three tournaments every year. There's one here in Tumbler Ridge, there's one in Chetwynd, and there's one in Hudson's Hope. The soccer teams play those teams, uh, sort of for that. For hockey, it depends on what age group, but it's mostly again Tumbler Ridge, Chetwynd, Hudson's Hope, Dawson Creek. There's kind of the south piece and the north piece. The younger kids tend to stay playing against the kids in the south piece, and usually the smaller towns. So Chetwynd, Tumbler Ridge, Mackenzie. But then as you get older, you'll start playing tournaments in Taylor. Taylor's a one that often shows up to the tournaments as well. They're actually in the North Piece, Fort St. John, and then our older teams will go down to Clearwater and play in tournaments there. So those are some of the places that we play against some of the schools. So I am skateboard park. Sharon, yes, there is a skateboard park. I kind of forgot that as I was talking, but there is a skateboard park and a bike pump track and a series of mountain bike trails. There's trails on the mountain, which is there's three, one uphill, two downhill. This summer there's going to be another 4 or 5 trails built there, and then there's the jump park where there's just all these places where kids can go out and get air. See, yeah, community center. There's lots of things to do. The kids just even when they're not doing anything in the library or the swimming pool or the arena, they'll just go hang out in the community center. There we go. Yeah. Pamela is repeating what I said. So there you go. My wife is making me take a mental health break. So I'm going to stop now and go help her with the puzzle that we've been working on for the last little while and maybe listen to a book. Yeah, Keisha is talking about a bike bus that's in the works. I didn't mention that because that's not really something for the kids to do. That's a way for kids to get to school. But the Tumbler Ridge Mountain Bike Association, again, board member, is putting together a bike bus for next year where adults will go pick up the kids on their bikes, and then they'll ride together, pick up another group of kids, ride together to the next place, pick up another group of kids, and then that way they'll all make their way to the school on bikes. So yeah, so I'm going to go put that puzzle together now. Thanks everybody. I see that my the number of people watching has gone from a few hundred to a few dozen, but that's okay. This is mostly for the people in town and for any media that wants to steal pictures of me talking about stuff. All right. Talk to you all later. Tomorrow I am probably going to go downtown and either live stream sort of what's happening from down there, or I'm thinking about going and setting up somewhere. And if people want to come talk to me there, I'm going to I might set up, but we'll see. It's going to be a bit of a circus with the Prime Minister and leader of the opposition in town, so I might be covering the circus. All right. Once again, I am signing off after the last comment was, go away, shut up, get some sleep. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.